If you are logging into my team today, this is what matters. 2K did release a new challenge yesterday. It's for a pink diamond piece. There's a locker code associated, plus King of the Court, and today is the triple threat Park Street. Let's dive right into it. We have a lot to cover. As always, focus on the dailies, free 5,000 MT. We know we need it for other challenges later on. In the Season 4 tab, technically nothing new in here today, still plenty of time to do your Battlegrounds, Challengers, Hall of Fame option pack, definitely worth it. Other than that, just stay on top of however many wins you're getting in whatever modes you're grinding. You know, I probably will get 150 triple threat wins at some point, but maybe not up to 250. Either way, there's some good rewards to get along the way. No weekly challenges, it's been quiet there. Of course, we have our training challenges and the signature challenge. But the big news, apparently there must have been some kind of delay yesterday because usually they release every challenge right at 10 a.m. Central. Yesterday we were on, there was no challenge. That's why in yesterday's video we didn't see this. There was a little confusion as why they skipped a day. I even thought maybe there was like a back end issue. Well, later in the day, they gave us a really easy challenge for a pink diamond piece. I got it done in one game. And the only issue was you needed a Derrick Rose. And we were live when we found out about this challenge, and immediately we checked the auction house. Derrick Roses were going for 100K. It was pure pandemonium. But moments later, we did realize 2K gave us a locker code for a free Amethyst Tis the Season Derrick Rose. A pretty fun card. I actually have had this card. I got him out of a 90 plus pack earlier in the year. Really fun to use. I mean, viable for salary cap for sure. But more importantly, they not only released a challenge for a pink diamond piece, it was incredibly easy to do, and they gave us the card to do it. So W2K on that one. We were thinking maybe now they're starting to release pink diamonds every day. No, not quite the case. Today they're just giving us another diamond, but it's very, very easy. Should take 5-10 minutes maybe. Just a few games. You need a Pistons win with 3 Piston players, some dunks, and some stats. So a very easy diamond piece for us. Big W. I mean, just compare this pink diamond grind to this Derrick Rose pink diamond grind. So yeah, I mean, a difference of hours as far as the grind goes. So a really easy pink diamond from that Derrick Rose yesterday. Definitely put the locker code in and go ahead and take care of that challenge. And I recommend you take care of this diamond challenge as well. This one is dealer's choice. I know some people have got it done, and you can stack a lot of these challenges within it. So it's not the worst idea. If you just want to grind breakout or some other modes today, like Park, that could be a good idea as well. So on the challenge front, really a good spot. We have our dailies as usual. Get your Hall of Fame option pack, and then, you know, if you didn't log in yesterday afternoon, you might not even realize, yes, there is a new pink diamond challenge with a locker code associated. That locker code is right on that front page, and another diamond challenge. So a lot of free pieces floating around today, which is always good news. For the play modes, yesterday we hopped into King of the Court. We had a great stream last night. You can check it out. It's under my live tab, and we streamed for a couple hours. We played 6 games and we went 4-2, and it looks like it will be enough for tier 2. We had 4 good wins. Some of those were like late game quits, but we still got over 2,000 points per win. Couple tough losses. It was a really fun, sweaty night. At one point we were 3-2. And if I won, I would have got to tier 2. If I lost, it was settled for tier 3. So it was a pretty big game, and we took care of business. Had a lot of fun. The lineup played great. Just to shout out the lineup, this Tracy McGrady card is insane. It's always fun when you kind of have a team of just good rewards cards, and then you just put a superstar on it. This team ran through Tracy McGrady. I actually ran Michael Ray Richardson for 5 of the 6 games, and then on the final game when I was like, man, I really need this win, I did upgrade into Russ, and Russ is definitely an upgrade, but Michael Ray Richardson got some pretty good work done, so Russ is likely going to stay in the lineup, but I can definitely shout out the budget card, Michael Ray Richardson. He's going for like 10K. I added a bunch of badges to him, and technically we went, 3-2 with him, and then 1-0 with Russell Westbrook. So a lot of fun, but as I mentioned, it's one of the most effective grinds. I spent 2 hours last night playing those 6 games, and I got a Galaxy Opal piece. And we've done the math a lot of times, but a pink diamond is about 3 to 5 hours of grinding, and we know it's 3 pink diamonds for a Galaxy Opal. So that was a 9-hour grind I got done in 2 hours. Of course, that means you're sweating and it's pretty difficult, but I could have stopped, after 3 games, which would have been about an hour grind, and got a pink diamond. So as always, I recommend, if you got the lineup that's at least close to there, hopefully your internet connection's good, give it a shot, guys. Try King of the Court. The juice is worth the squeeze. We're always looking for efficiency on this channel. And yes, it's the sweatiest mode out there, but it's actually one of the most rewarding modes right now as far as getting pieces. So drop down below. How'd you all do in King of the Court? I know some people weren't able to play this weekend due to busy, or some people hopped right in. Let me know down below how y'all did in King of the Court. As far as standings goes, looks like Swaggy Foams, as of this point, early Sunday morning, he has taken the lead. I know Ty has 14 hours. I'm guessing he will be searching for games nonstop. It's always a tough spot. He seems to always pull the rabbit out of the hat, I will say that. But it's a tough spot for Ty, because with that many points, the only people he's matching against are going to be people with a ton of points. And just to get such a dominant win against another really good player is difficult. I definitely noticed the level of competition just ticking up every single game. That's why that last game was so fun, because I was like, I know I'm playing another high point player here. It's going to be a good game. So that's just the nature of the beast in this mode. We will be monitoring scores all Sunday. I'm always curious, just as a fan, who's going to win this thing. Let's see if Ty can find a game and win dominantly to get more points and take down Swaggy Foams. I think that would be 4 in a row, so he's trying to defend the title. We will see what ends up happening, but as I said, drop down below. Let me know how your King of the Court experience is, whether you're playing in it, just watching it. Maybe you checked out the live stream last night. I know I got some room for improvement. I think I showed some flashes of greatness, but definitely looking back, I'm like, okay, this is where I can improve. But that's the whole point of hopping online. And one of the games I was getting beat pretty bad, and I just said, guys, this is a moment for me to get better, because I'm playing someone a little better than me, and I'm going to learn from it. Easier said than done, but I think we did some of that. So yeah, a good opportunity for me to get better as well. But a fun weekend in King of the Court, and it brings us right into Sunday. And we know in the triple threat park, it gets real sweaty on Sundays for one reason, and one reason in particular, and that is to get a 5-game win streak for a dark matter piece. And if a Galaxy Opal can take 8 to 10 hours, that means a Galaxy Opal or a dark matter will take 16 to 20 hours of grinding. But if you get a 5-game streak, they will give you one. I hopped on early, boys. I had to. It's a busy day for Guru, so I got it done early, and we took care of it. I lost my first game and then promptly went on a 5-game win streak. It was really smooth. It took me about an hour. So in 1 hour, I got a dark matter piece, which is usually a 20-hour grind. I mean, talk about a really effective grind. So if you have the time and the energy and the lineup, I do recommend you getting in there. This is the lineup I used. I know not everybody has a Tracy McGrady, but in general, this is the kind of meta lineup I think you want. You want 2 bigs, both that can shoot. Ideally, one pretty big. I like having a big guy. You don't want to get exposed. His perimeter defense needs to be decent. Like running a Cockbrenner here probably wouldn't be good enough. But like a Bosch, I mean, something like that. Ideally, even 7-foot plus Porzingis. I do think size is a huge advantage in the park. And then complement him with another big athletic wing. You could do Jaden McDaniels here. I mean, I think 6'9", 6'10", plus a Kevin Durant's amazing, but just a good big complement to a big that both can shoot. Everyone has to be able to shoot in park, and then get your ball handler. It could be a Kamara. It could even be Jaden McDaniels. Like you could do McDaniels, Jabari, and Bosch, or if you have Sar, of course, put him in. You might already have him, but if you have your best big with one of your best like 4s or big 3s, and then your best ball handler can be a 2 or a 3. Doesn't have to be a point guard, but I think that's kind of a good, well-balanced lineup. All of them need to be able to play really good defense. I mean, when it comes down to the 5Ds of dodgeball, I think on these triple threat Sundays, it's most important, and it's size, speed, defense, dunk, and 3. And that's the type of cards you want out there. So if I wasn't using Tracy, I would put like Kamara in here, maybe even over Russ, just because I like that size. I could use Jaden McDaniels, if we're looking at like pink diamonds. Ray Allen might be a little small. I'd almost go more Amon Thompson. Like he could be the primary ball handler. Hypatia wouldn't be the worst budget card. His defense lacks a little bit. Of course, I'd be happy with Bosch, or Gugliotta could sub in for Jabari Smith. Just different archetypes. So have those 3 archetypes, really, like an elite ball handler, an elite big, and an elite athletic wing shooter. And I think y'all can get it done. Let me know either in the Discord or down below. How's it going for you on Sunday? We were able to get the streak done early, so very, very happy about that. But between King of the Court and Triple Threat Park, it's sweaty, but it is the most effective grind, at least on the weekends. I mean, we played a lot of offline, kind of Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends, we ramp up for this because it's just more effective. But if that's not your flavor, hey, Showdown should be a little less sweaty this weekend. So if you want to get some Showdown wins, you can come in here and take care of that. Of course, we haven't played much Showdown. Domination is still a great grind. So if you're not feeling like getting sweaty, knock out Domination. We've always said this season's going to be a win if you get level 40, maximize the festival, and take care of your challenges. All the stuff on top is really just, cherries on top, and we haven't even touched about how we're going to build MT in the auction house. So do what you're comfortable with. Of course, there's some hyper good grinding opportunities right now with some online play, but you can always just work your breakout. I've been slowly making my way through some breakout boards, collecting pieces, along that way as well. And of course, lastly on this page, do your exhibitions. We're still getting these done. Sometimes I can't get them done, but any ones you can, make sure you do your exhibitions. They are free rewards. So in summary, King of the Court, it's happening. It's sweaty. We got it done last night. If you've still got a few games, go for it. Same with Park. A 5-game win streak could be as quick as 45 minutes if you're in the zone. But let me know how it all goes for you, and I'm excited to see how you guys do. Thinking about the exchange, now we're in a really good spot. So we got all these pieces just from getting that 5-game win streak. You'll get a diamond and an amethyst and some golds along the way. So we'll quick open those. And then if we go to my collection, they don't give you that dark matter in a pack. They just put it in your collection. Was a little worried there for a second, but there it is. So now we have the dark matter. And we can go over to the exchange, and it puts us in a pretty good spot. I mean, right now we have 7 Galaxy Opals, and we're very close to another one just from upgrading some diamonds into pink diamonds and amethysts and all that. Probably just get another Galaxy Opal kind of casually from playing. And then we have one more Galaxy Opal coming from King of the Court. So that would be 9. Plus the 2 that I can get right now with this dark matter piece. So that puts me up to 11, a really good spot. I just need to wait for King of the Court to wrap up. That will be 10, and likely I just lock that 10 in for Sar. Don't overthink it. I think he is gonna not only fit my lineup, especially since I just bought Tracy. I mean, if I got Terry, I would pretty much want to sell Tracy right away. So I think I will definitely go Sar. I have the extra pieces, and I'll still have some left over just because I was able to do both Park streaks and tier 2 in King of the Court both weeks. Gives me some extra pieces, and I think, we'll sleep on it. I still need to wait to get the last piece for Sar anyway. I don't have enough right now. Because I'm waiting for King of the Court, and then I got to upgrade a few other pieces. So we have a little time to think, but we'll get Sar, and I should have about 1 Galaxy Opal piece left over, and I kind of want to get Brandon Jennings, because Kuzma would pretty much take up everything I have. I could get Brandon Jennings and like a couple other cool things, and Jeffries. I definitely want Jeffries. So it's at that time. This is how I do it, and for me personally, stockpile as many pieces as I can. I grabbed Hansen right away because he was just so good, and I've been using him ever since. After Hansen, all I've done is stockpile pieces. We'll get the big item ticket that we wanted in SAR, and then after that, I'm just gonna go on a shopping spree. And whatever I want, it's just like a kid at a candy shop. You got $5. Hey kid, make it go as far as you can. I'll just start picking out things that I like. Probably gonna be Jennings and Jeffries over Kuzma, even though this Kuzma is really good. If you can't get SAR or Terry, I'd recommend getting Kuzma, but since I'm getting Sar, I'll probably just take Jennings and some other fun stuff. But as always, keep stacking your pieces. We got plenty of time to spend them. I mean, they're giving us 28 days to spend them. Pretty sure the last day to earn them is at the end of the month. So think about that. But yeah, keep stacking your pieces, and we're obviously in a really good spot now with the streaks and King of the Court. And hopefully you are in at least a decent spot. Whether you're not able to get those streaks or not, I still think you can get pretty close to Terry. And we don't know what kind of challenges. They may end up giving us more Galaxy Opal pieces. We really don't know. Likely it's just diamonds, but take it a day at a time, keep stacking pieces, keep lining up your shots. What it does look like on this channel, we will be bringing SAR home, which is pretty cool. Nothing really new in the pack market, no new packs, and we'll see if what they add on Tuesday. I mean, they may just add some re-release cards, I don't know. We're not sure if they'll do a new set Tuesday, a little uncertainty there, and that of course affects our auction house strategy, but a few things are going on. These are getting closer and closer to, where we're going to be comfortable trading them, but they're still really trickling down, so I would still be patient. What may seem like a good deal on bid may end up being an overpay in just a few days. We kind of learned that lesson last set where we thought we saw their floor, we made a few bids, thought they were steals, and then, in a day or two, they were being listed at for what we were bidding. So for this new set, I would keep eyeing cards that you're interested in, but probably hold off on buying for now. Of course, LeBron's an anomaly here, very expensive. Look, if you want this card, looks like his price is staying stable, but I just see such high volume. I do think this card goes down sooner than later. Definitely a good option for, buying a base one and just badging him out to the gills, maybe trying to make some MT. Monitor it. Like, here's a base one. He's at 608. Somebody added, over 20 Hall of Fame and Legend badges. It's going for 150,000 more. What do you value the badges at? Ideally, I think you'd see this closer to the million range, but it very well could get there. We just know on these bids, it's very volatile. It just depends if someone actually ends up, getting in a bidding war with somebody else. That really can be the difference. It's just two people actually bidding on each other. And if there's not that, sometimes it ends for significantly lower. So that's why we like the buyouts. And there is a few cards we're eyeing, like this Jerry Lucas. We always wait a few days for the dust to settle and these meta cards just pop up. This Jerry Lucas is, he's a bit trending. People really like him. He's an interesting card, a very butter jump shot, very good jump shot apparently. 93.90 driving dunk, which we do like at the small forward position, can ball handle pretty well. His defense is interesting, not the best perimeter, but like elite interior. So he almost seems more like a power forward. Not the best athleticism, but yeah, with his jump shot and just being kind of good at everything else, not even elite, but good, especially with that 3-point and that dunk. People really like this card. People really do. His price is still low though. He's still like, sub 30, which is where we saw those pink diamonds from the last Battlegrounds. What was it? Rivals. What were these guys called? Battlegrounds. I guess they were just Battlegrounds base. But what we saw from these guys is, yeah, the pink diamonds went down sub 30. We didn't see that like in B sets. They weren't getting down sub 30, at least not all of them. But pretty much all these guys are getting down to that sub 30 besides like Braun. It looks like Morrison's still on bid. But cards like Lucas are really cheap. This Steve Smith is really cheap. I mean, sub 30. So monitoring these cards, would like to see their floor, but wouldn't be surprised to see Jerry Lucas take a little bump out of packs. And we're starting to see that with the last set. So before we go back in time, I would say with this one, preaching patience still. These cards are gonna keep trickling down. Not quite ready to invest. These amethysts should get cheaper and cheaper. As we can see, they are trickling down a ton in volume. The rarest one is the WNBA card. I see this guy's price is pretty steady around 9. I still see that trickling down. I don't see that holding. But this Elizabeth Williams card, she's rare. You can see the bar down below. Even her price though, definitely trickling down. We're seeing it 7, 6. There's no reason these don't just keep trickling down as we go. And I favorited that card, but I actually wanted to find him in the auction house. Good card. He might be the most meta amethyst. Even his price, such high volume, trickling down. Seeing these be listed below 10 now. He was kind of around 15. So too early to invest, in my opinion. Need a little more time. But just one set back, we've sold a good number of these guys, actually, listing them at a profit point. So let's see here. A couple cards didn't sell. One didn't sell Antoine Walker, but one did at 40. And what's interesting is there was a couple listed at 38. So it just goes to show sometimes you just got to list it. And as that timer goes down low, he just pops up quicker in the queue. And someone ended up buying the Antoine Walker at 40. We sold all the Richard Jeffersons, which is interesting because earlier in the day, he was actually the cheapest pink diamond. Then he got a bit more expensive. We sold Orani Brewer at 37, which is nice because that's a profit point. These Noahs around 3, which is good just because there was so many. So we'd like to see him go up a little bit more, but this was pretty much a break even for me, a little profit on a couple of them. But yes, some of these pink diamonds from the last set are starting to go up, but not necessarily all of them. We will see if Allen Houston starts trickling up. A lot of them listed, but we still see like a 33 not selling. Profit for us is like 33, 34. So still very promising. I think in a few days, this window opens up, but I don't necessarily see it being open for too long. I mean, there's just so many new good cards. So if you're sitting on Allen Houston, start just listing him 34, 35, 36. Should be a few thousand MT profit. If you had more Richard Jeffersons, he was the more meta of the group, you're in really good shape because we got him below 30 and now it looks like he's selling at like 40, 45. So this Richard Jefferson definitely took the biggest leap. There's a 39 that will probably sell pretty quick. I would say sell your Richard Jeffersons 37 to 44, make your profit. Antoine Walker's also bumping up, not quite as much as Richard Jefferson, but if you sat on some Walkers, you were getting him at 25, 26, 27. The profit's there. List this guy at 37. He will sell all day. That's 4,000 MT per. Like this 30,000 is actually a snipe. We won't grab it, but something to think about there. So the window is open for Antoine Walker, Richard Jefferson. That is good news. Allen Houston, we still need him to trickle up a bit more. But these common diamonds have stayed very common. Not seeing a huge bump in like Otto Porter. I would just start listing him at like 10 and 11. Hopefully you got him in the 8s and you might be making a little profit there. I mean, if you can sell him at 10 and or 11 and you bought a bunch at 8, that is absolutely profit. I know Troy Daniels yesterday, he was the floor of diamonds by himself. Still kind of down there, but even him 9.7. So hopefully you got him 6, 7, 8K on bid and then sell him now for like 9K. That's the main thing, you know, when we're looking at these cards, we want to get very aggressive prices. And if I'm looking at diamonds from this set, I'm like, I want to win a bid 6, 7, 8K. That would probably be the goal for these diamonds, 6, 7, 8K. The goal for the amethyst is going to be like 1, 2, 3K at the absolute most. And then up to pink diamonds, we're seeing, hey, they should sell 35 to 45 at some point. So again, if you can get these cards 27 and below, for the pink diamonds, especially like Larry Hughes, some of these better ones, wait and try to really be aggressive on the price. You know, below 30 is going to be a really safe price. Just use the next few days to see if you can get any from the most recent set at those really, really aggressive prices, and you should be able to make profit here in a few days. The past sets though are stabilizing, great to trade. Like again, back to my, day trading mindset. Like I'm looking at Aldama every day. He's pretty much a 20K card guaranteed. So anything I can bid on in the 10s, you can see I got an active bid there, and I see another one right here, very promising to bid on. Put a nice little bid of like 15K, try to sell them for 20K. Have your list 10 to 15 cards. Some of you guys probably have a better one than I do. Even like Eddie Jones, he's around a 50K card pretty consistently. Maybe I could sneak a cheeky bid. 38 would probably be on the high end, not going to go anymore. But go through the past sets and, there's definitely going to be opportunities. Just know what cards are selling. There's a lot more pink diamonds opening up now because a lot more pink diamonds are on buyout. So that gives us some great opportunities to make bids and just have your list. I don't think Alonso's on buyout, but I mean, when this card does, he will be a great one to trade. It's these cards that were on bid for a long time, when they finally do go to buyout, you can find really badged out versions of them for buyout. We did it with Okongwu yesterday. We got a super badged out Okongwu on bid for 36, flipped him right away on buy now for 45, and it was just like quick profit. Like this one right here, at one point Lonzo might be a 100K buyout. Someone lists this for a 100K buyout with 9 legends. Grab him immediately, either throw him on bid, or ideally you get him at like an 80 and then just flip him right away at a 100K buyout, make 10K MT. Those type of opportunities will start happening more and more as we get pink diamonds more and more on buyout. So in summary, today is a bit more of a sell day for me. I'm still looking for day flips just on those past season, meta cards that I can bid on, like Nas Reed. I like Nas Reed for sure. What's my other guys? The Flash Boys, Buzelis, and Ace Bailey. Just cards like this. I'm just checking in daily, seeing if I have a good bid. Like I'll definitely bid on this Ace Bailey. And look at his price. We've seen him clear in the 40s. This might just be a supply and, or not even a supply and demand, but just kind of a random little bump. I don't think this card's now all of a sudden back up to 60K. He's been trading around 40 now for a couple weeks. Just this morning, there just happens to be only 60Ks up. So don't go crazy and think now this is a new card. That's why we do like to check a new price for this card. But that's why we do like to check prices daily. I'm still pretty confident. Bailey's about a 45K card, not truly a 60K card. So not comfortable making a bid here. But for sure, if I can get him in the 30s, that's going to be some profit. So as usual, use the auction house, have some fun, try to find some deals. High-end cards are stabilizing for a bit. The new drop Friday was good, but not crazy good. You know, I don't think Luka or Shaq totally broke the market, so should be some stability in the next few days. And the uncertainty is just going to be Tuesday. If Tuesday is either like Galaxy Opal onlys or maybe even no drop, this market's going to keep trickling up. We'll be in a really good position to sell. If they have a huge drop Tuesday and another huge drop Friday, it's going to kind of trickle down a little bit. So stay on your day trades. And I do think we have, you know, a decent window for some of these cards. So just start flipping them. Just list them, because when you start listing cards, you'd be surprised what sells. More and more cards will sell, and if they don't, just list them again, because there's really no penalty for listing a card. You might as well. You'd be surprised. Like right now, I still have 39 cards listed. Not all of them will sell, but you know, some of them will. And if they don't, we'll just relist them and start selling them again. For my active bids, you can see what I'm working today. I'm still going after, you know, some Jeffersons, some Baileys, Reynauds. This is the usual crew of cards I'm comfortable with that I think I can make a little profit on. With that, guys, have a great day. You know, in summary, for challenges, take care of your dailies. Good luck out there in park. Do your absolute best. You know, if you need to take a pause on battleground challenges today, it's actually not a bad thing. They're really quick. So you could do the Derrick Rose and this one tomorrow, no problem. If you just want to lock in on park, totally understandable. But yeah, take care of your dailies. Make sure you get your Hoff badge. Stay on top of some battlegrounds challenges. If you're going to get sweaty, this is the best time to do it, hypothetically. Park, King of the Court, good luck to you. You know, it is the most efficient attempt, at least, at getting some pieces. If not, have fun in Breakout or Domination or whatever your grind is if you're out there in All-Star Team Up. It's always a great day to play some 2K. I hope everybody's staying warm out there. I know the East Coast is going through a lot. I got a little bit of it here in Texas. It's very cold, but not too much precipitation. So whatever y'all are going through, I really do hope it's going well. My thoughts are with you. And I hope you all have a great day as usual. Appreciate the support. We're having a lot of fun, guys. The channel's in a good spot. We're growing. We're learning. That's what it's all about. So much love to everybody, and peace.